All right, let's talk about this France versus United States quarterfinal. All the expectations, all that we thought this game would be. Going in there, France having their country rooting them on. United States, the defending champions, trying to get a back-to-back World Cup. Game starts off kind of iffy, right? I mean, let's be honest here. United States, they came out a little bit clunky. We've definitely seen better games from them. Same with France. Matter of fact, it was just like it was a war of attrition. But United States played much more defensively than they typically do. That was very surprising to me. I didn't expect them to play so defensive. I actually thought that if they were going to give so much of the possession in the beginning to France, they would actually lose. But they went ahead. Megan Rapinoe gets a free kick right outside on the left of the 18-yard box. Hits it. Everyone says great shot. We all know that was meant to be a near post tip. It passed by both the Americans and the French defenders. The keeper couldn't see because she was blinded. She's probably the only one with an excuse not to touch that ball. Since it was a direct kick, it stands. After that, the game changed. I mean, you had even France, they were pushing forward, but even their offensive players were getting back to defend the ball, which was impressive. It was a good overall effort. But let's just see what this happened. Let's just check this out. United States always plays for attacking. They relegated themselves to allowing France to have the ball. Right? So, and they did have a 1-0 lead. I didn't know that it was so conservative of an approach from USA. I was a little concerned. And maybe part of that was because of the fact that they were literally passing terrible. The United States was passing terrible. And the United States was great. And whenever France had the ball and they were trying to go in the offensive third, the United States, they closed down the space, they stole the ball back, then they went ahead to start attacking. But there was never a lot of numbers up top. So even when they had a 1-0 lead, they'd go to attack, and then you've got the point person running, and then you've got maybe someone on one of the wings, and then the passes were not crisp. USA, I know, I'm a big fan of the United States women's team. This was not their best performance. I don't care. France had 60% of the possession. United States only had 40%. Listen to this. Out of all the shots in the game, France had 20 shots on goal with 5 on target versus United States with 10 shots on goal. So they literally had half the shots, 8, so they did have more on target. United States fouled 11 times versus France's 8. These are not the type of numbers that you would expect the United States to have. If you want to talk about a player of the game, for United States, yes, Rapinoe got another brace. She's the one that is ensuring for the second game in a row 2 goals for the last 2 games. She's the only reason why we're moving forward as far as the goal sheet, right? Carly Lloyd didn't come in until the 81st minute. You've got the person that did it was done. United States left fullback was one of the greatest players in this game. Her tackles were perfect. Her passes were great. She was the one they were attacking. You realize that. They were trying to attack Dunn. Diani ate up the last team they played. They ate them up. She was the one with the biggest task. Dunn out there on the left fullback position was the one that the game teetered on. She was the one that got it done. And that Diani and Dunn battle was epic. Those two, that was pretty much the highlight of the game, was watching France run down the right side and watching Dunn stop it. Because other than that, the passes were not great. I know a lot of people may say, oh, it was a fluid game. It was iffy. The United States was sloppy in transition in their attack. They lost their balls. It was not great. They were outnumbered whenever they got out in front. They literally... The one good thing they were doing, I noticed, right? This is what you see a lot in the Premier League. When they have the ball, they start spreading out and then moving up forward. And whenever they lose the ball, they get really tight and condensed in the middle. They expand, contract. Doesn't make for the most exciting. But with that being said, in the 64th minute, Morgan passes the ball right on the edge of that. The offensive third. Pass the ball to Heath. Heath breaks it down, hits a far post pass. Rapinoe, cold as ice as usual, slams it in. But that was 2-0 at that point. And you're thinking, okay, this is under control. The United States didn't create as many opportunities, but they were able to capitalize better on the percentage they have. But for a team that is so offensive, it was shocking that they didn't have more opportunities. Then in the 81st minute, Bernard scored a header in the 81st minute on a free kick. I mean, she's so good. Flicked it back door. Bam! 2-1. United States gets even more defensive. You know, after that goal, they were working a 4-5-1, right? So everything was congested in the middle. And then something I didn't really appreciate, the wasting time. It's always annoying when players are wasting time at the end of the game because they know they have the win. But when you're literally like running into a corner and just trying to like stay away and not even have any type of ball play, I don't know. It didn't end great for me. I'm sure France has a very sour taste in their mouth. But the United States pulled out the win, as dirty and as ugly as it had to be. The second goal for the United States was money. Rapinoe's money. That free kick went in. She's got 4 goals. In the last 2 games, she's now tied for the golden boot of the tournament with 5 goals. So, go United States. Next game against England. It's going to be another game. It's going to be another great game. Sorry, France, for the loss. You guys did play very well. You had the possession. You had the shots. They just didn't go in.